What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. Welcome back. We're here with another one. I have actually one of my favorite guests back on the show. She was here about a month ago talking with us about her upcoming fight. I have Miss Nikki Hru with us again. How you doing, Nikki?
I'm good. I'm a champion now.
Hey,
I feel amazing.
absolutely. You know, we got to talk about that. So it's been about a month since the last time that we talked to you. So before we get into your actual fight, talk me through the process going up to the fight, because I know we talked about your training and everything. But after we talked, you had the weigh-ins that happened where you guys were face to face, then the actual fight. So if you can't, and before we do that, let me speed up everybody. So Nikki had a fight about a month ago, like we said, and she was in the process of getting ready to make history, and we'll get into all that later on. And yeah, Nikki, I'll let you take it away. How was the weigh-ins leading up to the fight?
I mean, it was great. I felt good. I was a little lighter than I was anticipating, so like I still have to kind of find that diet heavy cardio balance. But I mean, it was amazing. I felt good. I felt ready. I was really calm, which is really nice. I don't know how much you want to talk about like the drama. There was drama, of course there was.
Yeah, we gotta hear about the drama, because I mean it adds a little bit of
flavor to the story.
Exactly.
It was definitely interesting. So I don't know if you caught any of it, but my opponent weighed in lingerie, which is totally fine. Her body, her choice. But then she recently said how she did that specifically to show me up, which I thought was just funny. I just thought it was funny. Because I was in like shorts and a sports bra. Like, I don't care. I really don't care what other women are wearing.
Right, especially when we're talking about when we're talking about boxing in general, you know what I mean? When anybody wears, male or female, has absolutely nothing to do with the fight.
Yeah, as long as you're like practical and you're wearing things that actually let you fight. But
good point.
But it seemed that her stuff was a lot more of a statement. She definitely, it was really funny. So before the mics were on us, she said something really inappropriate that I don't know if I'm comfortable saying. It's online somewhere because she repeated it into the microphone. She said the same thing twice. But it was about my just stuff. I don't know. It was just gross. I don't know. Yeah.
So she took it next level, pretty much, is what we're getting at. She took it.
She been like, yeah. So she said that, and I just laughed. I was laughing the entire way, and I couldn't help myself. Like, it was really funny to me. But she said that, and I looked at her, and I was like, okay. And I was a little mean because I told her that all her training wasn't going to mean anything.
But I mean, we're in the fight game. You know, I've heard pro boxers say that to other boxers. MMA. I heard John Jones. I don't know if you remember when John Jones fought Daniel Cormier, and they were doing an interview, and Daniel Cormier was talking. John Jones was saying, "Look, all your training is gonna go to waste. I know you said that you can take me down this many times, like 10 times out of 10, and I challenge you to take me down 2 times." And he pretty much told me, he said, it's going to be a failure. All your time has been wasted. So sometimes you got to give people that energy to kind of let them know what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah. And to me, like, that's actual trash talk that's related to boxing.
Yep.
Because like I'm fine with trash talk. I think there's a line. But anyway, so then she repeated herself and they asked if I was going to respond. And I was like, I'm good. I don't need to respond to trash. And she started backing up, but like the, yeah, I'll see you kind of backing up, like putting on that persona that she does. And so I was laughing. I thought it was so funny, but I ended up going like right into her face because like she was backing. So I went, "Where are you going?
Yeah.
It's a face off. Like, why are you running away?"
Right.
So we ended up getting broken apart. Um, which I just thought, I literally, you can see it. It's somewhere on YouTube. I'll send it to you if I find it. But it's so funny because as soon as I'm off, like, because you can see me laughing, leaving, and then I'm on someone's little like camera, and I'm like, "Hi," like I was just unbothered.
But they said those are the people that you have to worry about. It's like, you have the people that are loud and brash and talk. And don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, you have some people that actually back it up. Some people, they do a good job of backing up. But a lot of times it's out of fear. And the person that you really need to worry about is the one that's just, okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Just kind of downplaying it like you were.
Yeah. And I mean, I completely agree. Don't get me wrong. Like, I was saying this to someone recently. I don't have a problem with cocky fighters. I don't have a problem with someone being arrogant
Mm.
as long as you can back it up.
Right.
Like Conor McGregor, be as arrogant as you want.
Yep.
You're good.
Mhm.
Like I feel like if as long as you're stepping in and living up to what you're saying and humble yourself when you don't,
Yes.
then I'm like, yeah, be cocky, be arrogant, you live your life. It's the people who I feel like haven't earned that kind of cockiness that I'm just like, whoo, I just want to hit you, you know?
Yeah, I absolutely 100% agree with you. We see it all the time in different sports too. We see it in basketball, football,
Yeah.
and basketball. We had a lot of fun with a guy, Dylan Brooks. He was one of those guys that would constantly talk. He'd be in people's ear, and then when you look at his stats, he'd go 1 of 15. For like 2 points.
Yeah. Well,
And shout out to Dylan Brooks, but I mean, like you said though, it's you have to back it up.
I
Like
have to
you
back
have
that
to, you have to walk the walk, I guess you can say, if you're gonna talk the talk, because I mean, at a certain point, people are just gonna get annoyed by you. You know what I mean? They're
up.
just gonna want to shut you up, whether it's watching you get beat one way or another, or as you were saying,
Yeah.
actually put the beating on them yourself.
Yeah. It's I really thought this fight was gonna humble her. It didn't.
I know. So we got through the weigh-ins. Now let's
Yeah.
get to the fight. Let's get to fight night. There was a little clip. I wish I had it up here too, that I saw, and I swear it's not the same persona that we're seeing on camera, y'all. This young lady has a switch. She has a switch. I saw a look in your eyes that I was fighting for the girl. I was scared for her. Like, you were so walked in, and you were walking this girl down. I think I saw like some drool coming down. Like you
Just
were locked
acid
in.
rapid. I was just like,
Right. But it just looked like you just wanted to make a statement. Just kind of
yeah.
let her know that you didn't belong. You don't belong in there. With me. So if you can take us through the fight, like what was your energy like? What were you feeling before you got in the ring, and actually when you were in there with her?
Yeah. Well, it's funny because even like even walking into the ring, you can definitely see that like I was a cheerleader because I'm very like, hi. Like, which I just think is hilarious. Like I do a lot of kicks because it like loosens me up. It gets
Yeah.
out like a lot of nervous energy out. So I was very like I was still myself walking into the ring because like you're not the first person to say this. So I'm trying to pinpoint when that switch happens because it kind of goes back and forth.
Right.
Because even like after the first round, you can see me like I look into like I'm in the corner and I look at the camera. I'm like, like I'm just like as soon as I'm not fighting, I'm this
Yeah.
right. So yeah, I just as soon as we like it's funny because we almost walked away without bumping gloves. I think because both of us just don't like each other.
Mhm.
But I was like, whoa, hold on, bring it back. And we hit gloves, and then like I was just focused, and I didn't I didn't want to like kill her. I just because like I don't know, it feels this is going to sound so arrogant, so I am so sorry. But at certain points, it felt like, you know, when people will tie up an animal to go hunting,
Mhm.
and it's just not a fair,
Mhm.
like, it's just, it's not, there's no sport in it. There's no, like, it felt like that a couple times.
No, that's
I'm
not
like,
arrogant. That's not arrogant at all, because you know, in boxing you hear the term all the time, there's levels. You
yeah,
know, there's levels, and the reality of the situation and, you know, of the fight is that you were just on another level. You know,
yeah,
you were just on another level. That's no, you know, disrespect to her. But there are just certain levels, and
yeah,
and you proved it.
yeah. And I mean, I appreciate that because someone is trying to imply that it was a robbery.
Oh no! Oh man! Uh-oh.
I want to encourage anyone who has not seen this fight, literally just look up my name and anything to do with me will pop up. I promise you, like, go watch the fight and just tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you think she was robbed.
You know what I'm gonna try to do? I'm gonna try to reach out to IFL to see if they will allow me to post that fight on my page also. I'm gonna see if I can get the whole fight, because I believe they have the whole fight
It's on
on
YouTube. Yeah.
their on their YouTube page. So hopefully, you know, they'll allow me to post it, because I want y'all to see. I didn't get a chance to see the whole thing, but I saw enough of it. I'll say that.
There's a highlight reel on my page with like a bunch of photos too. So
I did see that. I did see, and I think, you know what, going back to what you were saying, I think the switch happened when you were actually fighting. You know,
yeah,
because when it's on a stool, you have a little bit of a break. You know, but when you're actually fighting, I mean, it's go time. There is no break, and you kind of have to have a switch. You kind of have to have a switch that goes from one personality, and you kind of got to have a split personality when you
yeah.
get in the ring to a certain extent. I know it sounds bad, but
I don't think it sounds bad. And I mean, like, I don't think I could be, I don't think I could be in this business at all. Also, hold on, before I get to that, I do want to clarify. I don't think I'm like the greatest fighter in the world. I have so much I still have to learn. I have so many like critiques of myself watching this fight. I was just better than her. But
right,
anyway, just clarifying.
right.
But as far as like having a switch, like I can't be like, I feel bad about a spider I killed over 2 months ago. Like, it was a jumping spider. I shouldn't have killed it. I'm still upset. I can't have that mindset
Yes, yeah.
in the ring. Like,
Right.
it doesn't really work. But it's funny because like it does like seep in a little bit because there was a couple of times like she got me on the ropes at one point, and when I got like to go out of it, I don't know, but I thought my elbow hit her, and I was worried that it hit her head because she's shorter than me.
Mhm.
So in the video, like a lot of it's, I know it looks like I'm being like, oh, like I'm not calling. She didn't throw an elbow.
Mhm.
I was asking if she got hit, which then like I had a couple of people be like, why would you do that during a fight? And I was like, because what if
Yeah.
she got like that hurts? Like, because I'm very like I like things fair. But what's funny is like she was talking shit about that because she think if she thinks that I said she threw an elbow, then whatever, my bad. But if I was gonna call something, I was gonna call that she hit me in the back of the head, which is in the video. Like, I'm like, dude, if I was gonna call something on you, because like I don't know, maybe it's just like double standards for myself, but in my head, like if you break the rules, I'm more likely to be like, I see you, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna win anyways. But if I do something that breaks the rules, I'm like, hold on.
No. I mean, it's not a double standard. I'm kind of the same way. It would
Right?
take a lot, like if you do something that's out of the norm to try to get me to, I guess you can say, get down to your level or get down to their level, whoever's doing the, you know, antagonize. It would take an absolute lot for me to go outside of how I normally act to lower myself. So when
Yeah.
somebody else were to break the rules, you know, I'm a goody two shoes, right? So I'm saying, hold on, wait a
Same.
minute, foul, timeout, unless it's a fight, right? Unless it's a fight, because I
Yeah.
mean, you know, that's just part of the game. That's just kind of when you're in this game, that's kind of what you sign up for, you know. And the important thing is, I know, you know, we've talked about the fight, but the important thing is you both made it out safe more than anything. So that's number one. So glad that, you know, you both were able to make it out safe.
Oh yeah, I felt fine.
She was like, I didn't take any punishment. I was fine.
Like I think she got like 3 hits. Like I'm not. I don't know. It's so funny because like so we got all of the fighters got all of the photos from the fight, including other fighters. We just got the file, and it was like, which is really nice. Just on a side note, but it was really sweet. We just got a file, and it went, here are all of the photos from IFL 6. Find yours. And I was like, okay, cool. Even in the photos, it's like, not to harp on the whole robbery thing, but even in the photos, she has maybe like 3 that look okay, and then I have like 20.
Yeah.
So I'm like, dude,
there's
nobody
levels.
was robbed. Like,
Right. And I think I saw your story after the fight too. I think you were playing Guitar Hero. I think you had an after party playing Guitar Hero with the belts.
I'm a sucker for karaoke. Like, oh my gosh.
Oh, Guitar Hero. That brings back memories. I had it on the PlayStation 2. I had it back on the PlayStation 2. That was a long time ago. It seems like
I loved Guitar Hero. It made me think that I could actually play guitar. I can't, but it gave me so much confidence. I was like, I got this.
It was your night.
Water, done. Right.
It was your night. Can nobody tell you anything that night? If you want to play Guitar Hero, if you want to sing all night, you deserved it. So like you said earlier, you're a champion now. You are a champion now. Do you have the belts close by in the vicinity so we can all take a look at the new hardware that we knew?
I have one right here.
Nice.
You can see my ring light in it.
All right.
This is my IFL one.
Nice.
And then it's on my little like nerd table right next to my front door.
Where you keep like the figures and the action figures and stuff.
Yeah, I have like some of my cosplay stuff. I have like Disney stuff. I have Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have Pops, Pokemon, like.
Yep, that sounds like me. I got a little area. I used to collect wrestling figures when I was younger. I'm a big wrestling fan. So I used to collect wrestling figures when I was young. So I have like a whole bunch of them, like
that's awesome.
Hundreds and hundreds of them. So yeah.
Get commission, get that money.
Oh yeah, you know what? I was able to find some of them, and some of the ones I had, they were made by a manufacturer that stopped making them like in like 92, 93.
Yeah.
So they were rare. So yeah, I was able to get a good penny for a couple of them. I kind of wish I saved them for a little bit longer, but you know, I got my money back plus more. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. I'm watching. So I have some comic books that I have encased, and I'm just watching their values slowly. Because they're more sentimental than anything, to be honest. Like, it's not like I have like an original Spider-Man, but I'm just watching the values slowly increase, and I'm just like, It makes me so. I don't even want to sell it. That's the thing. Yeah. Don't even want to sell it because it's very, again, sentimental.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it's just worth so much. Like, it just makes me so happy.
It's fun to watch that too. You know what I mean? Like, if it's knowing that you have one and then you constantly pay attention to the value. You're like, okay, I have this. This is, this amount of money. And then you may check it a month later, a couple months later, and then it may double, go up. Yeah.
I'm almost proud of my comic book. You know what I mean? I'm just like, go girl. You got this.
Absolutely. Have you thought about
Yes.
Have you thought about making your own comic book? Because like people that I've talked to that like comics, like my cousin, he's super big into comics. They all have like the same goal. They're like, I want to make my own comic. It doesn't have to be like a series. It can just be like one comic book. Do you have? Yeah, just like one comic. Do you have?
I mean, I'd be happy to collaborate with someone to do that because that sounds sick. That would be so sick.
See?
That so cool. But I think I'd be way more interested personally in making like either a movie or a short or a series, right? That's more like, that's very action based. Because I'm actually, after this, I'm supposed to work on some scripts because I write.
Nice.
So I don't know why this is writing. Nobody types like this, but it yeah. So that would be cool. Having if anyone's watching this and is like, I got you, let's collaborate. I cannot draw to save my life, but I will help write.
There you go.
I will inspire the character.
I'll tell you right now, I would love to help. I can't draw either.
Okay, so we need an artist. That's what we're hearing. Like,
yeah. You know what? I have the same dream. It's along the same lines, but it's a little different because I'm a huge gamer. So like one goal of mine obviously is to make a video game. To make a boxing video game. You know, I have so many ideas, but you know, that's another conversation for another time.
If you need a character,
we'll talk. We will talk. We will definitely talk. So you're a champ now.
Yeah.
Nikki 2 belts is what I'm gonna call you.
Oh, let me grab my other belt.
Oh, yep. Let's see that other one.
Oh, again, just in my living room because my roommate loves me and lets me put them on display.
Ooh, that one's nice. That one got a little bit of a bling to it.
Oh, bling bling.
Bling to it. Hey. That's awesome. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
We're so very proud of you. And like we said in the first interview, not to, throw any shade on your opponent. She came to fight, and I have respect.
She trained hard.
Like, right. I have respect for everybody that comes in and train, but
agreed.
We knew this was gonna happen. Didn't we call that? Didn't we call it?
And I'm very grateful that I went in with the mindset of wanting to win well enough that it wasn't debatable, because I think leading up to the fight, she made it very clear that she was going to throw excuses as soon as, like, if she lost, right? And that's exactly what's happened. So I'm just really grateful that, like, anyone who watches the fight can see that it was clear, because that's what I wanted. I was like, I either need to knock her out or this has to be just so evident that I won. Sorry, there's sirens. I'm just.
Oh, you're good. And I saw, like I said, I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw clips. And the clips that I saw, you were beating the girl all around the ring. So from those clips, obviously clips are different than the actual fight. But from
everyone has a golden moment.
Right. But you were beating the sonic rings out of this girl around the ring. So like,
one of my friends told me when she started, because like I don't know, I don't like being a sore winner, I guess, or a sore loser. Like, either end, how you win and how you lose, I was always taught says a lot about you as a person. But one of my friends, after she started talking shit again after the fight, because it was probably like a week later that she started saying things. One of my friends said I should make an edit where every time I hit her, little coins come out. And I just thought, like, that's so mean, but I think it's so funny.
You know what? Stuff like that, I don't mind if it happens to somebody that gets humbled, that needs to be humbled, that still wants to, that wants to talk. Like, if you lose and somebody got the best of you, okay, fine. Like, it happens in boxing. Like, literally, if you ask people who their favorite boxer is of all time, you're probably going to hear a name that has a loss. Chances are you're going to hear a Muhammad Ali, you're going to hear a Mike Tyson, a Sugar Ray Robinson. All those.
If you never lose, because right now I'm 2-0, right? Which is a nice record. I'm happy. But if I never take a loss, then I don't know, then it doesn't feel like I challenged myself enough, I guess. Like, if I'm only taking easy wins, and I'm not trying to say my last two opponents were easy wins. My first opponent was actually very difficult. But if I'm only taking wins, then that doesn't feel like I'm being challenged as an athlete.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I would rather, like I look at some of the girls in this, because it is hard when we have female influencers in this scene who aren't taking it. I don't know if they're not taking it seriously or what, but like their fighting doesn't show that they're taking it seriously, I guess. It's hard, but you can cherry pick a couple who are clearly taking it seriously. And I want to fight them. Like, I think Elle Brooke, I have so much respect for how she handles herself in the ring. And I'm like, I would love that because, like, and I don't necessarily think I'd win. That's the thing. And that's what I think a lot of fighters, not a lot of, I think that's the mindset a lot of us should have, where I look at it and I'm like, that's a challenge and that looks like a good fight.
Yeah.
Like, her and Astrid Wet are the two that I'm like, I want to fight you guys. But I think Elle would be like would be a very big challenge.
Yeah. And that's as a fan, that's what you want. Like, I want to see the best fight the best, because like, you really don't know how good you are until you get into the ring with someone that forces you to be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we can look at the fight. I think it was not Saturday, but the Saturday before this past Saturday with Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? So they asked Terrence Crawford, like, is this the easiest fight that you had? He said, no, it wasn't. It seems that way, but the guy was fighting. He made me train at a different level than what I've ever trained at before, because I know who I'm fighting. So it may seem like it was easy, but I knew
I had to up my level. Like that. Sorry, I'm playing with my bracelet, but like, yes. And I think that's what all of us want, because like, squashes are fine and it's easy to be like, oh, my record's like 5-0 or 7-0 or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But if you've only fought squashes, then what does that really mean? I know that for me, like, I want to build my presence in this space. I want to represent women in combat sports as a whole. And I want to show that the female influencer fighters can actually be fighters, and that we're not just like we're not like mud wrestling or jello. Like, we're not there just to be like, look at my wet t-shirt. Oh, like we're not there to be a cat fight. Right. We are like actual athletes. And I would really love to propel this sport forward and have the kind of fights that people are like, yeah, I'm actually legitimately excited for two good boxers to go at it.
Yep.
And that's only going to happen if we start challenging, like if we actually grab challenging fights.
Yeah, because I mean, you know, with myself and other people that love boxing, even it doesn't matter what scale it's on. We enjoy watching good fighters, people that take it serious, and people that challenge themselves. Because I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. Like, if you have an undefeated record, but you're fighting all, I hate using terminology that disrespects boxers, because, you know, I feel like they put their lives on the line. But if you're fighting tomato cans, I guess you can say, you know, it's not going to look the same. Like me and I'm happy to call him my brother. He's a former professional fighter. He's a Hall of Famer, Jesse James Leha. We talk all the time, and we talk about these guys that have, you know, certain records and they may be undefeated. But the first question that we ask each other, who has this person fought? So it goes in line exactly with what you're saying, because if I pull up somebody's record and I see somebody that you're beating that's 6-58, I'm gonna raise some eyebrows versus somebody that may be somebody that was maybe 19 and maybe 4. You know what I mean? Like, I don't expect everybody to have a loss on their record, but I'm taking the person more serious that's beat somebody that's maybe 19-4 versus somebody that's, you know, beat somebody that's 2-28 and 3-36 and, you know, things like that. So quality of competition is everything.
Absolutely. And it as an athlete, I like, don't get me wrong, like, I want to win. I'm competitive, but I want to win because I worked hard. I mean, we're saying the same thing. I think I'm just trying to comprehend why I don't really understand the flip side, where people are like, oh, I got to protect my record. Got to protect it. I can't take challenging fights. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not about to step in the ring with like Amanda Serrano. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, as much as I'm like, yeah, I could train up. No, give me like 3 years. Maybe. That woman's a beast. Like, we're not even, so don't, like, I'm not saying to take stupid fights that you're just gonna die.
Right.
But like, again, I'm gonna go back to Elle Brooke. I think Elle Brooke would be, I think I'm one of the few women in this circuit that would be a challenge for her that's actually her size. Because if we're fighting up, like, then everything's gonna change. But actually, like, in our weight class, I think I'm one of the few women who's gonna be a challenge for her, and I think she would be a challenge for me. And I mean, and Astrid Wett, like, I haven't seen her fight in a very long time, but I know how seriously or appears how seriously she's been taking training. I want to fight her. I want to fight athletes who are in the gym on a regular basis, making themselves champions, making themselves better, perfecting what we're here to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I'm with you 100%. And ladies, if either one of y'all are watching this, IFL, if y'all watching this, make the fight happen. We want to see it. Either one of those two girls. I want to see my girl test herself against, some of the best. She deserves it. She's the champ. And I have to apologize to you too, because you invited us to the event last time. We couldn't make it. I'm so sorry. But hopefully the next one, hopefully we'll be invited. And if we are, we plan on being out there and
absolutely. I'll make sure your name's on their little media list so that they actually keep you like in the loop.
My girl. You know what? Like I said in the beginning of the show, you've turned into one of my favorite guests. This is awesome. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to stop through and kick it with me.
Absolutely. I mean, I loved being on here last time. Like, I think you're a great host. It just feels like chatting. So it's like.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Just like you're embarking on this boxing journey, I'm embarking on this journey too. So I get nervous too. Sometimes I get nervous even before interviews, but talking with people like yourself, it ends up being just like a conversation with an old friend. So I thank you once again for stopping through. We're gonna keep everybody, updated on everything you got going on. Are there any special shout outs or anything like that you wanna get in?
I mean, huge thank you to Influencer Fight League, period, for everything they're doing. Once again, Astrid Wett, Elle Brooke, so much respect for you both. Get in the ring with me. And then just a shout out to my previous sponsors from this last fight. Nature Beyond Threads, amazing workout wear and yoga wear. Revolted Soul, woman owned. Both of those are woman owned. Nice. And Revolted Soul, another workout company, donates to cancer research. Phenomenal. And they're just really cute. And then Buff Bear, that's Florida based, Puerto Rican owned, super cool shorts. I know Fortune Boxing Gym for being the absolute, my home away from home. Phenomenal. Tam is an incredible trainer. I know I'm missing someone. Slush ropes, because I hate jump ropes, and slush ropes made it so much easier.
Sounds good. Well, shout out to everybody. And I got to give a shout out to my boys, Mo Boxing, no problem. They sent me a hat, so I definitely appreciate Jose, Zeke. Keep doing what y'all doing over there. And
I want a hat.
Hey, you know what? I got one I can send. You know what? Once we finish, I'm gonna send you the link to our shop. I'll let you pick out a hat and I'll send it to you.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We definitely appreciate you as always. Thank you for stopping through once again. And hopefully we might be able to do part 2. Can we get a part 3 with Nikki Hru soon? Can we get
absolutely as soon as I have my next fight announced, I'll be like, boom, how am I feeling?
My girl, that's what I like to hear. And this was supposed to get done a while ago, a couple weeks ago, but I had somebody fell through the roof, but
stuff happens.
We're here now. Once again, thank you. And thank you for everybody that's, gonna watch this. Shout out to IFL, shout out to everybody, shout out to you once again. And shout out to everybody. We'll see y'all again soon. And until next time, peace.
Bye, guys.
See ya.